Alright, what's going on guys, and welcome to the video. So, we are going to be looking at a wild, wild game that I played in the Even 90, and this is on Ghost Town. And someone said at the beginning of the game, both light tanks don't go to the same side, and I'm going this way, so I told the T-52, go the other way, dude. And he actually did, so that's good. Usually what I do on this map is I like to come up to this little mound. I like to see what's going on over on the east side of the map. To me, I think the west side is more important. But in the Even 90, I feel like it's made to be over here, so that's why I come this way. There's really only one good bush you can sit in, and that's on the west side, and that's like the one that's like right here somewhere, wherever it is. Maybe the T-52 is in it. But, you know, I'd rather come over here. I like to kind of just see, you know, if I can get any easy spotting damage, because this is wide open over here. And sure enough, we have nothing. So, you know, this leads me to believe that not many people are going to be over here, so I do move up. And when I poke up this way, I get lit. I spot the T-103, but I get lit. And I believe that it was the M41D sitting here, because he gets a shot at me there, and I'm thinking, all right, he's probably right here or something like that. So let me get out of here. But I come back and I try and hit the bush this way. The problem is I still get lit here. So now I'm thinking, all right, now where is this guy? Did he move again or something? So maybe he's like in here. I don't know. In any case, guys, I run away from here, and you know, I leave this side basically wide open. I see that this entire side of the map has broken down in some 3 minutes, and there's an Oho that I guess is AFK. There's people just sitting here doing nothing. I don't know what's going on over here, but I'm gonna try and, you know, work with these people. And I come over here right next to the T-52. I know he doesn't have the view range that I have, so I, you know, poke up like this, and you can see that I light a bunch of stuff. And yeah, we have to try and find a way to eliminate, you know, all these guys that are going to be pressing into us. BUGI is kind of making a move over there, but I'm watching, you know, the map to also take a look at the MT-25 and the Churchill. So here's BUGI. I'm hoping that someone is going to get a shot at this guy. You know, T-52 is still firing at him. He's missing, or he's bouncing. It's now 8-2, and I'm like, all right, I guess I'm going to have to start using my gun. So once the BUGI becomes lit again, actually, maybe it wasn't the one. Maybe he wasn't the one I went for. I go for the MT-25. I focus my shot for the IKV, get the IKV. I focus my shot for the T-3485. Don't need it. So I go after the Churchill, trying to get a tracking shot into this guy. And we eliminate 2 people and also get a shot into the Churchill. Are we going to bring this back? You'll just have to, you know, watch and see, because I don't want to spoil it yet, but this is just going to be a wild game, regardless. Churchill is still where he is. I'm surprised that he stayed there. Like, he seemed to expose himself a lot more than I thought he would, you know, in taking these shots, and he made it very easy for me to clean him up, basically. So we get another shot into him there. The second one, well, the first one, I guess, hits his track. The second one, we're able to get into him. He pokes again, I guess thinking that I'm reloaded. I don't know if he knew that Even 90 was a 3-shot, but he pokes again. I'm able to clean him up there, and yeah, our 50 TP dies, and it's just this whole, or maybe it was our Oho that died to the enemy 50 TP. This whole game was just me like shaking my head at this team, like what is going on here? Like, what are we doing? And we're down 2,000 HP still. I see that the IKV was unlit over here, and I'm like, I need to go after this guy. We need to, you know, win some sort of map here. And, you know, I'm thinking if I can clean up the IKV, maybe we can have this side to at least push to, in case, you know, we get pushed basically by the 50 TP and the M4 that's over here. So everyone's pushing into us, guys. I'm at 1,424 damage and 937 spotting, which, in my opinion, is already a pretty decent game. You know, we're close to 2,500 combined, and we're far from done, but I think so far it's already a pretty decent game. So I'm going to try and get shots into 50 TP. Not the easiest tank to pen. I am able to get this last shot into him though, and also track him, or hit his track. I guess it didn't track him, but it damaged the track. And yeah, we're in the purple for damage already. And again, we are far from done. I have to try and eliminate this 50 TP from the game, and I'm wondering, you know, what the best way is to go about doing that, because you know, you have to get to the side of this tank. There's no way I'm going to be able to pen this guy from the front. So I come around this way. I'm trying to get shots into him. That one misses. You know, even 90 is not the best when it comes to taking shots like this. Anyway, I'm able to get that shot into him, luckily, because the way he was angling, it wasn't the easiest. He's at 4 HP, and finally someone was able to clean him up. However, you know, the WZ is going to die because he's out in the open, and now it's just me, the T-52, and the M44. I am at 2,300 damage, guys. I am enjoying this game, but you know, at the same time, I'm really, you know, getting a brain workout because I'm trying to figure out how the heck I'm going to make this work. The M41D is almost full HP from my knowledge, and you know, we have two Arties and I believe also a full HP T103, or you know, he's close to it. I think one guy got a shot into him earlier on, and maybe I got one into him or something like that, but I know that he still has enough HP where it's going to take me like a full clip to clean this guy up. So I spot the SU-8 there, and the T-52 spots the GW, and luckily now I can see, or I thought I did see briefly the T-103's HP, but I think he's still out of my render range. So I actually come up to cap the base, and the reason I do this is because I'm trying to draw these guys away from my Artie, at least at first. But because the T-52 died, now I have to come back to try and help him. So I get one shot to the SU-8 there, just in case my Artie decides to take a shot at this guy, which he doesn't. But if he did, you know, I get one shot into him so that he can easily clean him up with a blast. And you know, might even be able to just splash him with a kill. And it looks like he actually does try to take a shot in there, but it missed. It missed. So now it's like, how do you pull this off, right? That's what I get to in these games. Is I'm trying, as I'm, you know, moving to the next area, I'm thinking, how the heck am I going to make this work? How am I going to carry this? And you know, he easily cleans up my Artie there, and now I'm in a situation where it's me against a T-103 that's arguably a two-shot to me, and an M41 that's more than a clip worth, right? And then I have two Artie. So how the heck do I make this work? Well, we have to go after the T-103. That's the bottom line. We have to go after whoever has the lowest HP. You know, I can clip out the T-103. I don't think I can clip out the M4. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go after the T-103. I'm going to try and find the right angle for it. I'm coming way around like this to keep myself down, you know, and hopefully this guy doesn't spot me on my way up. I come way up around trying to get behind this guy, and you know, the even 90 is really good at this. So here he is. He's coming back down, I guess, to cap the base. Luckily the M41D is not, you know, in range right now to be able to take a shot at me. I'm able to clean up the T-103. I'm going to go on reload, and sure enough, here comes the M41. So as it turns out, I guess he kind of was in range, but he's running straight after me. He's got 770 HP, which, unless I super high roll every shot, I am not going to get away with this. So I'm dodging this guy. I'm running away. I'm hoping that by some miracle, this dude just turns around and goes to try and cap the base or something stupid instead of chasing me. He's trying to chase me. I'm trying to dodge him, and this is what it turns into, guys. It is basically like a cat and mouse scenario, because I am, at least was on the reload at first, but even if I can fully clip this guy out, like, HE is an option here, but I would have to go on reload, and the reload is 27 seconds long, and you know, in this case, like, I just decide not to go with the HE. I also, I remember someone mentioned this in another game, not in a comment, but there was a 7032 in the game that I played in the LTTB where he's like, dude, why aren't you shooting HE at the Scorpion? In an LTTB, I'm just going to tell you, the damage from HE, like if you pen someone with HE, is not much more than it is with AP. And also, the pen is very low. If you happen to hit an angled piece of armor or piece of spaced armor or something like that, and you only do like 40 damage, there's no point in shooting HE anyway, because you did 40 damage there when you could have done 170 with AP. And now say maybe you do 200 plus with the next shot, well, you still did almost the same amount of damage if you had just shot an AP in the first place. So this is why you never see me shoot HE. If this is ever a question to you, I don't shoot HE because of its inconsistencies. I do not like to hit a spaced piece of armor, an angled piece of armor, hit a corner in a weird way of the tank, and I do no damage or something like that when I could have easily hit them for 170 damage or whatever the APs do the first time around. You know, I would rather have the consistency, so that's why I never shoot HE. That's my explanation for that. In this situation, I'm not going to switch to HE because I simply just do not have the time. It's a 27-second reload, and even if I can get to the HEs, it does 270 a shot. It's 45 millimeters of penetration. If I hit this guy in a weird way, the side of the turret, whatever, it's not going to pen. And to me, there's just no reason to switch over to that. Anyway, I take one shot at this guy. I take 2 shots at this guy. I'm trying to get my 3rd shot in, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway. I get 18 damage from him ramming me, and that's the game. He was left with 270 HP. If this guy was at 400 or 500 HP, I think I probably could have made this work. I probably could have carried this. But unfortunately, it just wasn't the case, and that's the game. We did 3,853 damage, 937 assist, and let me just tell you, almost 4,000 damage in an even 90 is nearly unheard of. I mean, this tank is not made to do damage, and when you can dish out almost 4k damage and still lose the game, that says a lot about the team that you were playing with, right? I don't think it was the worst team I've ever played with, but these guys were pretty bad. But we did try and bring it back there in the end. Anyway, let's take a look at the end plates, guys. This was a mastery, clearly. I don't think that's, any surprise. 1,179 spotting, so I think there was a little bit blind spotting. 3,853 damage. This is a 5k game right here. You got our badges over here. This was high caliber and everything too. And yeah, I mean, this was a game. This might be the highest damage game I've ever played in. I think it is. I think it is the highest damage game I've ever played in the even 90, ladies and gentlemen. And I was happy, that I got this much damage, but I wanted this win so bad. I just could not find a way to. I did everything I could to win this game, and there was just no way. I just could not find a way to crawl out of this situation. I tried so hard, but you can't win them all. So here's the detailed report. We made almost 34k from this, and yeah, we traveled quite a distance too in this game and fired a lot of shots, and I did everything I could, but I couldn't bring this one back. Hope you enjoyed this one in the even 90, guys. I'll catch you for the next one. Bye-bye.